Hello and welcome to another episode of Dallas Watch. We are rocking on through election season. When you get this, it'll be January 31st, I believe, and you're getting close to the beginning of the election. So we're going to start studying again. We left off last time, I think, with, I can't remember what we left off with last time, because with me it was about a month ago when we recorded it. Today, we're going to talk about state senators and state reps. Now, there are more state representatives than there are state senators. And the state senators are voted on every 4 years, state reps every 2 years. So we're always going to get them in an election cycle. But every 4 years, we're not going to get every senator. And this year, we don't get one senator that's up for election or re-election that is in Dallas County. And you know, that's our focus, is Dallas County. So we're not going to cover the state senators because none of them are running this term around, but they will 2 years from now. We'll be covering that, I am sure. But we'll start on state reps. Now, when you get this on January 31st, you have got to act now if you are not registered to vote, because you have until February 3rd. I'm going to throw something up there. It is literally a website to Dallas County that you can go to and print out a voter registration card. You just fill it out and mail it in, but you better do it today. Either that or go to a public library and get that same thing, or go down to the Dallas County office and get that. And we will throw the Dallas County website up there, which is right now Dallas County Votes. That's DallasCountyVotes.org. You'll see that on your screen there as well. And that's where you can go to register to vote. So we have taken care of that business. Now, it's time, again, this is mainly for you to research your candidates, because here with there are, in the reps that are running, state legislators, state representatives, there are 14 or 15 just in Dallas County alone. And the sheer number is just way too much for us to try to cover in one episode. So there's no saying out there that if you give a man a fish, he will eat today. But if you teach him to research his candidates, he will enjoy freedom and prosperity and be well educated. So we've already given you one website to go to research this. It was DallasCountyVotes.org. And you can find, if you're already registered to vote, but if you don't have your voter ID card, but if you're registered to vote and you know that, you can look up who you will be voting for, who are the candidates from president all the way down. And that's at DallasCountyVotes.org/voter-lookup. That's VOTER-LOOKUP. And you can enter your first and last name and your birth date, and it'll come up and it'll show you who all your representatives are, whether it's, for JP or state senator, state rep, all your elected officials, just for you. It's a customized range. So you really need to go there and find out who is ruling over you. Another website to go to, it's the state website for the Secretary of State. I'm not going to read everything out because it's too much, but we're going to put that we're going to put the website up there for you to copy or write down and go to it. That's another good place to get some information on voting, on who the candidates are. And that's kind of the official. Sometimes you can get a sample ballot. It's a little too early right now. Maybe by the time you get this, there'll be a sample ballot, but I couldn't pull up one today. Today is January 16th or 17th when I'm recording this. So maybe between now and then, maybe it'll come out and you can find it. Another one, Ballotpedia. This is always a good old standby. It's BALLOTPEDIA.org/ Texas, TEXAS, _ elections, ELECTIONS, comma 2020. This is a good one. This gives some, now this Ballotpedia, candidate will go to Ballotpedia and fill out his own bio. So understand there's going to be some bias there. But it's a good place to, you get a picture of them, you can get a little more detail because they give you more detail. Usually we'll have a candidate website. Again, but it's only if the candidate goes on there and puts it in there. So it's not an official, like the official website for this stuff, like the state of Texas will be, or Dallas County Votes. Dallas County Votes is a Dallas County governmental agency, and sos.state.tx is a state agency, and they are usually giving the official one. But another thing I want to throw up there is your voter ID card. If you've got one, I want you to go grab it and take a look at it. And we'll throw that up on the screen there. And if I try to orient myself to how it's going to appear on the screen, on one side, probably the left side, and that's going to be colored, probably orange on the whole page on one side. On the other half, it'll be a thin orange strip on the other side, and right below that will be your name and address. Right above the name and address, if you go to the colored section, that gives your congressional district, starting from the left, Senate district, that's state senator, your legislative district, that's the legislator, your JP court, that's for the justice of the peace, your city district, city council district, but we're not having that election. There's a school district code in there too, you're not having that election. But there's also a commissioner's code in the far right, and that will give the precinct that you're in for your county commissioner. We're going to cover that in a future episode. On the far left over there, it just gives some identifying information, which is your name, your voter ID, precinct you're in, and that could be, some places want you to enter your precinct to know your precinct. So research that, throw that up there, and we're going to take a look at it. And you're going to get to know all about your voter ID card. Now, early voting starts on February 18th. So if you haven't registered by February 3rd, then it's too late. But February 18th, so you need to do your due diligence, you need to do your registration, or rather your due diligence and your investigation of each candidate. We'll throw another website up there. We're going to go back to that Secretary of State website, that sos.tx. You throw that up there. There's going to be a picture we're going to throw up there as well on the screen, and it's a screenshot. Actually, I took with my camera because I couldn't print it out, of the Secretary of State website. And there's a place over on the left where you can get drop-down menus or click on it and it'll come up with other menus. If you look, the little finger pointing over there, there's one that says candidate information. And that's a place you can go to get, obviously, the information on each candidate and maybe, again, get a sample ballot on there as well. So let's cover the state representatives. Say we cover them. We're just going to run down them real quick. In Dallas County, there are 14 state representative districts, starting from 100 through the sticky things here, through 115. The only thing is 101 and 106 are not in the city of Dallas, but all those numbers in between. There's District 100, which Eric Johnson, who is now our mayor, was in. So that's up, but that's a heavily Democratic area. District 102 has two Republican candidates running in the primary. There's Linda Coop and Rick Walker. You're going to want to do your due diligence on those two people. District 103 is held by a Democrat, but Jerry Fortenberg and Sherry Lee McComb are both running in the Republican primary for that. But those are the only two districts in Dallas County that have a Republican primary, two candidates running, and there's going to be a winner out of that. So make sure you research them. There are a few other districts in here that have a Republican running, and they're going to get it because they're the only ones running. So Anyway, so that's the update on state senators and state representatives. And next, we're going to move on. We're going to call it a day for today, and we're going to cover the next group of candidates. And we'll see you then. Have a good day. Bye-bye. I really appreciate you tuning in to watch the show. Please hit the like and share button and share it with your friends and family. If you'd like to give us some feedback, we'd love to hear from you. Just email us at dallaswatch2020@gmail.com. Also, please consider a tax-deductible donation. You can go to www.returnlee.org. And also, don't forget, tune in every Friday, 7:30 Dallas time. New episode comes out of Dallas Watch. See you then. So long.